Welcome back. I've been in the Philippines on and off for like 13 years now, and I've had a lot of experiences. A lot of you probably know me. I've been around the block one or two times, and the Philippines has been really great. And today we're going to talk about some cities, some big cities to live in if you're interested in moving or relocating in the Philippines, or if you're in the Philippines now and you're living in a rural area like this right here and you want to move to a big city. We're going to talk all about big cities today, the advantages, the disadvantages, and there's lots of both. So hang on, let's talk about it. This guy recently commented on my post that, you should try to go to like Thailand, Taiwan, other places like Vietnam, and you should go ahead and you should check these places out for retirement. However, I replied to him that the Philippines is the only country in Asia that teaches English in high school as a second language. That means that lots of people know English. Everybody knows English. However, if you go to Taiwan, Vietnam, Korea, all these places in Asia, they don't speak English. And there's some people that can adapt, which is really great, and learn languages fast. But some people, some of you foreigners are like me, we have a difficult time learning a bunch of new languages, and we prefer our own language, maybe English. That's why the Philippines, for me, is really wonderful, because everything's in English. The signs are in English, everything. And the people, they either speak English, they understand English. English is a language that people know in the Philippines. If you're considering retirement in the Philippines, you should take in a few things in consideration, like your health, your age, if you need to be near hospitals, if you can live farther away from hospitals, if you like the city, if you like the shopping, if you like the country, if you like the ocean. There's lots of oceans in the Philippines. But you should take in consideration of all these things regarding your personal life, and you should not listen to other people, even me. You should listen to yourself and see what's best for you. If you have health issues, you should definitely consider moving to a bigger city with good hospitals and that you can be cared for quicker. I have some friends in America, they're getting elderly and they have some health issues. And I tell them, you need to be near a hospital. You need to be where you can get urgent care fast, not 2 hours or 3 hours or 5 hours. You need to be kind of closer to the hospital. So these people with the health issues, I recommend that they find a hospital relatively close to where they live so they can get there fast. And also the healthcare system is a little bit different here in the Philippines. I guess you can get insurance and things like that. It's kind of difficult. Typically what people do, a lot of people do, is they save money, and then if they go to the hospital, they have to pay for it. In the Philippines, they kind of hold you hostage, which I don't know if it's really legal, but you have to pay as you go. So if you go to the hospital and then you get better and they have to come out, you have to pay your bill. As in America, you can just leave and then not pay and then have credit problems and stuff. However, in the Philippines, you have to pay when you check out, or you can't check out of the hospital. So make sure if you retire in the Philippines that you have an excess of money in the bank. Another big advantage to living in the city is the food and the restaurants. I like food, and I think you do too. And there's lots of food, not street food, but there's lots of malls, and there's lots of different kinds of restaurants. There's even like Taco Bell, KFC, Burger King, Pizza Hut. There's lots of these restaurants that some of you are used to eating at. And the thing is, and there's Wendy's too, in the big cities. You want to make sure if you go to a big city that you're near some of these restaurants. They're really nice. I like to go to big cities. Sometimes I go to like Cebu and Manila just to eat food. As in the positives, there's also negatives living in a big city. You have lots of people, you have traffic. I hate traffic if I'm on the road. And some of you are patient, but me, I'm not patient. So I'm not really liking that. And you get into these rush hour traffic in Manila and Cebu, these kind of places, and the traffic's bad. Also, in the big cities, you have crime, you have pickpockets. I got pickpocketed in Cebu. I lost like a couple $100 out of my bag the guy just really snatched me. So you have to be really careful. In Manila too, I keep my bag in front of me, my money, and I guard my money so people can't grab it or steal. And I know a friend of mine, he had a gold necklace in Manila, and I told him, you better take that gold necklace off of you because it's very dangerous because snatchers. And he said, no, he's an older guy. And he said, it's no problem. And then I saw him one day without his necklace. And I said, what happened to your necklace? And he said, somebody snatched it. They just ripped it off of my neck and then they ran. And he's an older guy, so he can't catch them. So the big cities, there's definitely problems also. And there's crime and, like I say, pollution and traffic. Some people want to move to the Philippines to get away from the big city, to get away from the crime and the pollution. They come from those kind of places and they come to the Philippines to enjoy their life and to get away from all the mess. Of course, the largest city in the Philippines is Manila, the capital. It's a big city. There's lots of people, lots of traffic. It's better to take a taxi and get through there because the roads are very difficult. You have to know the roads in Manila, and it's just really hard to get around Manila. Manila is one of the hardest places in the world to get around the streets. It's just really difficult. One time I went there and I had a girlfriend at the time, and my friend Rick let me use his little scooter. If you drive a motorcycle in Manila, you want a scooter. You don't want a big Harley Davidson or a big motorcycle. You want a small scooter to sneak through the traffic. Because in Manila, it's lots of traffic. And I had my ex-girlfriend, my former girlfriend, she had her cell phone and with a GPS, and we typed in the address where we want to go. And then we went ahead and she was telling me turn right, turn left, go straight. And it worked really great. And she did a great job. Thank you very much. And we got around Manila really well because I was busy driving while she was navigating. And it just was perfect because I could focus on the road because there's so much traffic. And also the streets of Manila are curving and winding. And if you're new to these areas, you don't know where you're going. So it's good to have a passenger if you're on a motorcycle, or to take a cab and just have them take you where you want to go. A lot of foreigners, however, are a little disillusioned with a big city like Manila. They come to the Philippines to enjoy the peace and serenity. And Manila, there's no peace and serenity. It's a big city. And lots of people, they come to the Philippines to get away from the big city. I find Manila to be a bit crowded for my taste, but there's some people that really like it. They like going to bars or meeting those girls or whatever. But for me, I'm not really into bars and wild women and stuff. So I enjoy the peace and serenity of the nature. And the Philippines is such a beautiful country. And to come to the Philippines and go to a big city like Manila seems to be kind of a waste. Might as well stay home maybe. But Manila has its advantages too. There's lots of malls and shopping and lots of people too.